Mark Greenwood, ExpressFM. Passionately Portsmouth.
In the boat spot today on 93.7 ExpressFM, we're joined by Jonny Boyes. Good morning.
Good morning, hi.
Jonny's been in the marine trade all his working life. He grew up sailing in Chichester Harbour and started working with boats whilst he was still at school, and decided quite early on that the marine world was where he wanted to be. In 1999, JBT Marine was born, a specialist rigid inflatable boat business. And JBT has gone from strength to strength and continues to be run by a very capable and loyal team. Jonny took over Thornham Marina in Emsworth. Yeah, been busy, 2004. With his four-strong team, has over the years improved the marina's functionality and appeal. It has a powerful sublift to raise and lower boats and a number of marine tenants, which is a huge benefit for customers working on their boats. He's now concentrating, and the reason he's here today as a local business, on Trafalgar Wharf and the indoor dry stack, based down on the south coast in Portsmouth. Jonny, hi, welcome to the show. Tell us a little bit more about your inspiration, boy, because you seem to have spent your entire career doing something you love in the marine industry.
Yes, where do I start with that? I left school at the age of 16. I didn't have any formal or any particularly good formal qualifications. I had aspirations to get out into the real world and start working and earning some money. My very supportive parents, one of which was a teacher, one of which was a schools inspector.
Okay. A great combination.
To my surprise, were highly supportive of me leaving formal education. They just said that if I was going to go out into the wide world and start doing my own thing, I needed to fund it myself, and that was a good basis to start from.
So just to give us a thumbnail in terms of the companies that you've worked for, because most of them have been around the south coast, I think, Jonny, haven't they?
I've only actually ever worked for one company, and that was a pizza delivery company.
Okay.
At the age of 16, and ever since then I've worked for myself. So JBT Marine, we specialise in rigid inflatable boats, new and second hand. We have a new brand of ribs called a ballistic rib, which is a very good rigid inflatable boat, both for commercial and leisure use, and very popular here in the Solent. We have Thornham Marina, which is a tidal marina and boatyard just near Emsworth, and that sort of specialises in winter storage. We've got a few tenants on site who support people who want to do repairs and such like on their boats.
Yep.
And then moving on from there, and of course I'm missing out lots of bits along the way, but in terms of key companies, I then set up Trafalgar Wharf when I put a deal together to acquire that with an investment company in 2008.
What was that before? It was it Vosper's or something before?
Yes, that was the old Vosper Thornycroft site, and for those of you out there who know the area, this is just opposite Port Solent at the top of Portsmouth Harbour. Many important vessels have been built there over the years, dating right back to the 1930s and 40s. It's been a site in marine and shipping use.
By the way, it's inspirational to hear. I like it when local businesses come on and talk about how they got there, because you didn't follow, if you like, a traditional route. You stopped the formal education, which, bearing in mind your parents, is quite a surprise, really. But that's important for people here, that people get to where they're going to get to in different ways. They don't all have to go through the same way. I mean, you obviously have the qualities and the tenacity to want to build something yourself. Was that there from an early age?
I guess that's true. Someone once said to me, there's people who do and people who don't. And if you want to do, then you will do stuff. And I think it's a question of setting your sights on what you want to do and working out how you're going to do it. And people do that in all sorts of different ways these days. And
the site continues to develop. I went to the Southampton Boat Show, met with Corin, who I've been stalking for a couple of years to try and get an interview with you. You've just started, which I think is a really interesting concept for people that want to start boating, because typically there's quite a big barrier to entry, isn't there, if you've got to find a mooring and find a boat and all the rest of it. You've started this boat club, Trafalgar, which has taken off, really. Can you tell us a bit more about that, Jonny?
We've realised, or we suspected, that there is a gap in the market for people who want to go boating, but they may not want to spend the capital on purchasing a boat, but also they may not want the hassle of ownership. And there is certain hassles of ownership. You have to buy your boat, you have to have it maintained, cleaned, insurance,
And a whole day a year anti-fouling it sometimes.
And a whole day a year.
I remember that well.
That's right. And so with our boat club, it's a very simple concept. It's unlimited boating in our fleet of ribs and powerboats for a simple monthly fee. So you know how much you're spending each month. And for that monthly fee, you can go boating as much as you want to. And it's proving very, very popular, both with people who are thinking about coming into boating, who perhaps aren't ready to make the step of buying their own boat.
Sure.
It's also very popular with people who know about boating, who perhaps don't want another thing to worry about.
Exactly.
So they just want a simpler way of going boating. So again, you would ring us up, or you would. We have a web app where you can book the boat. You choose which boat you want to use. You say when you want to use it. You turn up. It's fueled. It's sat on the pontoon, and it's ready for you to go out and enjoy.
That's an excellent idea. It should get more and more people afloat. Anything else that you can tell us in the pipeline, Jonny?
I think we've probably got a reasonable amount on our plate with that at the moment.
Enough to do, really.
The boat club is getting a lot of interest. It's very important to us that we train people and give them the help and support that they need in order to be able to go boating safely. And so we're taking on members cautiously at a steady rate. We don't want to go too wild. We want to make sure that everyone's comfortable with what
We're trying
they're
to keep the level of service up as well.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, Trafalgar Wharf is located on the upper reaches of Portsmouth Harbour, opposite Port Solent, 5 minutes from the M27, as we said, formerly the old Vosper Thornycroft site. So if people are interested in the dry stack or the moorings or jobs, could you give us the right contact phone number and the website, Jonny?
Yes, absolutely. Our main website, through which you can find our other business activities through, is trafalgarwharf.com. And if anyone wants to email us, info@trafalgarwharf.com. And telephone number, best one probably is to call on 02392 706 384.
Jonny, thanks. We'd like to get local businesses in, and nice to see the growth and success you're having in the city. Thanks for joining us on Express FM.
Thank you.
The Sunday Supplement with Mark Greenwood. Passionately Portsmouth.